Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Shootama, Shoot. My YouTube channel basically concentrate on single dad, old school people, anybody that's 55 years old and over. I'm 56 years old. Today I'm going to talk to you about how I survived my timelines so far and how you can survive your timelines. So basically, I'm a Cambodian refugee, one of the first Cambodians to come to America back in 1976. When the Vietnam War ended in 75, my dad and we escaped from a prison camp in Cambodia, where they were killing all these rich people, anybody who wore glasses, drove cars. So basically it was taken over by a communist general who basically wanted to start life over again for the country of Cambodia. So my dad and I was one of those people that escaped from his terror, and we ended up becoming refugees and got sponsored to come to of all state, Rhode Island, the smallest state in the country. And I lived in Providence, Rhode Island. So basically I survived the 70's, and today I'm gonna tell you how I did it. Didn't speak a word of English, and basically I grew up in the ghetto in Smith Hill. It's called a neighborhood called Smith Hill in Providence, basically with all Irish kids, and basically I went to this elementary school, middle school, and so today I'm gonna tell you how I survived being bullied back in the late 70's, early 80's. So picture this, I was like the new kid in town, just came from Cambodia, and basically the city of Providence, back then it was just basically either you're white, Spanish, or black, really. It's not like what it is today. So I was the new kid, and I got invited to go hang out with these black kids who lived in the projects. And then I also hung out with these Irish kids who ruled Smith Hill, and they taught me how to play the American sports, learn how to speak better English, hanging out with the Irish kids, hung out with the black kids in the ghetto, and then most of them lived in the projects. They called Chad Brown housing projects. So I learned how to be who I am today, physically, basically what this video today is about. So when I was in middle school, this black kid, Ronald, he bullied me. He cornered me in the stairwell in my middle school, in the Daniel Green Middle School in Smith Hill in Providence. And he basically punched me in the stomach, and he wanted money. I didn't have money for him. So that day, long story short, I was raised by an Italian family, and I told my American mom, who was my ESL teacher back in elementary school, 76. So I said, can you buy me some weights? I saw this ad in this newspaper where, I think it was Joe Weider or something, and it had this big muscle-bound guy flexing his muscle. And then I saw this picture of these weights, and I said, oh, that's what I want. And so she finally bought it for me. My ESL teacher, my Italian mom, she bought me the weights, and I started doing these curls, push-ups, biceps exercises. It was pretty cool because basically, I was young, and I had no choice because I had to keep up with being very athletic and competitive with the Smith Hill kids, all the Irish kids. They were very good in sports, and also the brothers who invited me to their housing projects. I learned how to play basketball, but I was short, So being 5'7", and I heard that's not, that's average for a Cambodian. But anyway, so my story today is how I survived that timeline. The late 70's, early 80's. I basically made myself look, strong, competitive. I was very into weight. Back then, there was no gyms around, we were poor in Smith Hill, and the projects, you know, the kids didn't have no weight set, working out in the ghetto and the housing project. So here I am. I started working out, going to my, you know, heading to high school in a few months and stuff. And basically I made myself appear to be strong. And you know, if you think about it, life, bullies only pick on kids who they think they can bully. So I made myself look a lot bigger and develop some little tiny muscles here and there at that time. But I do want to, you know, basically this video is basically, that's how I became, you know, I didn't get bullied again after that. Even in high school, I never had problems, and most of my fights were in middle school when I got in a fight with some kids here and there. And back then, we became friends after we fought each other, you know? Not like today, kids like shoot and kill each other over stupid reasons. Step on somebody's sneakers, they come out, they want to jack you up, they want to shoot and kill you. Stupid, these kids nowadays. But anyway, so that's my video. It's all about surviving your timelines and being a single dad. I would love to have anybody has comments or want to hit me up on how I survive, become a single dad, raise 2 kids. They're all grown, got jobs, graduated, you know, high school, college. So this is all my channel. Surviving your timelines, just living a dream every day. So hope you see you again.